I have to start with this, which we just got. It says Global Mobile Awards. Best Mobile Innovation for Automotive. Ericsson for Connected Vehicle Cloud. That makes me very proud and happy. I will actually talk about our cloud solutions. I will talk about our Connected Vehicle Cloud later on in the presentation. Of course, a very important solution for us. Great. Okay. If you go back 100 years in time, we connected places. We connected homes, we connected offices. And then if you go back some 25 years in time, now you are all very young in here, so you might not remember, but if there is someone who is as old as me, you might remember that we walked around with those big bricks, and we were very proud back then. 25 years ago, approximately. That's when we started to connect people. And what is happening now, that is that everything is about to become connected. Our homes, cars, trucks of course, light bulbs in our homes, industries are becoming connected. And yes, everything that benefits from being connected will be connected. So this is our history, starting to connect places, connecting people, and we believe that very soon there will be some 50 billion connected things out there. Let's imagine a little bit. I don't want to spend too much of our time on this. I understand numbers and other things are important for you, but let's imagine the future a little bit. What will happen? Let's imagine a city. It might be your home city, your hometown. When firemen heads out on a mission in this city, they don't go out to put out fires. They go out to make sure that fires never happens. Let's say there is a warehouse, you have sensors connected to the fire department. I understood that this morning there were 40 degrees Celsius. An hour later it was 50, and right now it's 60 degrees Celsius. If they wait, there will be a fire, and you will have to go there to put out the fire. But with the help of sensors, you will know that if I go there now, I can make sure that that fire never happens. In this city, when we commute to work in the morning, at breakfast table, we take our phone and we look at the options to get to office. Depending on if it's raining today, depending on what criteria you have put into the system, you will get options that suits you. This morning, I picked an option named 2. That option meant that I took my car to the local commuter car park at the train station. I put my car there, kilometer away from my home. I jumped on the train. I had a pre-defined seat for myself. I actually got a sandwich and a coffee as well, because when I pressed that button, it also meant that I will get that. In the city, and I like bicycling, but not in rain, and this day it wasn't raining. In the city, when I jumped off the train, in slot 8, there was a pre-booked bike for me. I took that bike and I biked 1.5 kilometers to my work. Again, I had a pre-booked slot to put the bike. I put the bike there and then I walk into the office. Everything booked, ordered, booked and paid for when I press yes, this is what I want. And of course, this is the way we want it, and the technology to do it is there. If we talk about utilities, I personally believe that if we use smart metering in a smart way, if we use what we can do with smart grids in a smart way. We can reduce energy consumption and use the energy we have today in a much smarter way. We can get rid of peak hours. A peak hour in the beginning of the day when we consume a lot of energy. We head to work, offices are starting up, industries are starting up. If we can reduce peak hours, it means we can actually reduce number of power plants. We can save money. This is about to happen. One more example. You can't see it, but it's actually a tunnel under here. That tunnel is always crowded. 3 lanes, full with traffic and crowded. And why is it crowded? It's crowded because our brains, we are involved in the traffic and driving the cars. It will not happen tomorrow. It will take a few more days or a few more years until we get there. But fact is, we're not using the roads in an efficient way. Just because we had congestion here, the road authorities decided a year ago that we'll build another tunnel because we need it. But then they realized, with an intelligent transport system, we can actually use the asphalt we already have, the tunnels and the bridges we already have. But that means there is something else that will drive our cars through congested areas. And yes, that will be computers doing that. The technology to do it is almost there. But of course, it will take years until we get there. These were just a few words about what the future might look like. I'm not saying it will look like that. But for sure, with the technology we have, we can make that happen. So, when it comes to Ericsson, we believe that we can make a difference here. Industries are transforming quickly. And looking at what we have done in the telecoms industry, we have together with the players in the telecoms industry, we have actually transformed that industry the last decades. The fact that the industries out there all need mobility, broadband, cloud, that means that we are very relevant for these industries and we can make a difference in these industries. Not just utilities, transport and public safety, but also other industries. But we have decided that those are the ones that we will go for. We have looked into, should we be in healthcare? Should we be in manufacturing? And so forth. But we came to the conclusion, we will not be successful if we try to do everything. We will focus on a few. We'll focus on a few where we believe we are really relevant. So we want to reuse what we have. We have strong assets when it comes to technology. We have a fantastic services arm, 65,000 people globally, that we want to reuse. Reuse in these industries. The industries that we're focusing on, they have an infrastructure dependency. And they are in a transformation where there will be a disruptive shift built on mobility. Think of the transport industry. Every car is about to become connected. Every car. Then, we are a big company working with big players globally. We are in 180 countries. But we want concentrated markets. And we want to deal with large companies. And in those industries that we have picked, we have found players that match our ways of working. That's important. And then, of course, again, global replicability. Ericsson's strength, well, we have a few. One is that we are global. Another one is that we are really good at scaling things. Building solutions that fit many. Then you get the scale, you get the reuse, you get the knowledge sharing. And that is what we'll continue to build on also in these industries. So, what is it we will do? What are the targeted segments? I've said 3 industries. Still, those industries are huge, and you can't